community in Rivers State. Senators passed vote of confidence on the foreign scene. Israel confident it killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza. I am Khalada Kurubatwa. We'll go for a quick commercial. When we return, the news in detail. Charged judiciary officers who have been threatened and physically assaulted to continue to stand on the path of truth. Governor Fubara said this during the church service to commemorate the 2020 year ceremony of the state judiciary. The governor said the state belongs to everyone.
More will come. They will attack you in several ways, but be strong. As a government, I have never called any of you to do what is wrong. I always preach, stand on the side of truth. This state belongs to every one of us. It is not about Fubara today. If this institution is destroyed, when another person comes in tomorrow, it's the same thing that will happen. We need to stand and defend it. And you are the right people to do it. I'm here today to assure you that even if I have my last breath, I will defend justice in this state.
The governor also lashed at some senior lawyers who turned blind eyes to the truth in order to please their paymasters.
Some of you say you're legal luminary. You know the truth. You will go on air just to pacify your paymasters, to turn the law upside down. And you stand and you say you're doing the right thing, God will judge you. Let me say it here so you understand. Your position is to stand and defend us. Your position is to look at whoever and tell the person the truth. Because if you don't do it here, you have a big question to answer.
In this Governor Fubara said what the country needs is a strong institution, not a strong individual.
What we are praying for is institutional strength, individual strength. We have been developed in this country. If I'm a businessman in Nigeria, why will I invest? When what I'm saying today, the institutions are weak and individuals are stronger than institutions.
In his remarks after a special court session at the Judicial Complex, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, O.C. Okocha, who spoke on behalf of the body of senior lawyers, advised the public to stop criticizing those calling for obedience to orders and judgment in the state. The chairperson of the Port Harcourt branch of the Nigerian Bar Association, Cordelia Eke, who spoke on behalf of other branches in the state, said she is disturbed at the role of the judiciary in the current political crisis. Earlier in his address, the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi, outlined the performance of the state judiciary in the year. Justice Chibuzo Amadi also made some requests from the state government for effective discharge of their duties. Correspondent Subi Oruwari reports that the Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Dagogo Iboroma, said efforts are on to further decongest the correctional facilities in Port Harcourt. In other news, some residents of Oroma community in Akinima, Auda West local government area of the state, say they have been displaced by floods. One of them, a woman in her 60s, Abiyama, says they are now taking shelter in a story building. She said their farm produce has also been submerged. Some residents of Oroma community in Akinima, Auda West local government area of the state, say now, her husband, Jumbo Alagbema, who said he's 80 years old, also narrated how they now use a canoe to get around the community to buy their daily needs.
our crop, everything has been destroyed. Our cassava, nothing there again. So I climb upstairs as you see. So water don't destroy everything for us. We are just homeless. We do not fish. The whole of that Akioni so bad. Water don't submerge. Even part of the Akenema. Our crops, everything is inside the water. Oruama and Adia where we do upstairs now. We hang upstairs. We need to buy food now. Even as the water come now, just enter the farm, just destroy it. We cannot even reach where the cassava is. Because of the flood, I have got wounded. My children, I'll send them to Port Harcourt now. Food section too has been submerged with water.
One of the leaders in Akinima community, Anyata Abiaba, said the situation took them unawares. Chief Abiaba appealed to the government to urgently come to their rescue.
We were having the that the flood will not affect us so much this year. But incidentally, just within 4 days push, from Saturday to last Tuesday, it invaded our farms, devastated our crops, invaded our homes. So at this moment, the inhabitants are relocating to higher grounds and they are busy harvesting crops, panic harvesting. So we are embarrassed because normally by 15th of October, this flood is supposed to recede. So since it started now, like even yesterday, it still increased. So I think government is supposed to come in. We should come in speedily.
Moving on, a security expert, Promise Dagba, says the frequent redeployment of security personnel and lack of proper security structure may have hindered the smooth operation of the Tactical Operations Unit of the police in Rumi-Prekam, Obiakpo, River State. Recall that the former Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, while commissioning the Tactical Operations Unit in May last year, said police officers would no longer need to patrol with vans but would detect crime sitting in their offices. Speaking to correspondent Oyekachi Wosu on this, Mr. A retired Commodore, said the facility may not have been used optimally as some of the trained personnel may have been redeployed.
Technology, what they brought there, it could be the best equipment. I can tell you, most of the people that were trained on those things, go and check now, they have all been transferred. The commissioner of police that was here, when that thing was conceived, how to use it, how to apply, the man that brought it, they are going to check, all of them have gone. They bring another person, that person is not interested in that one, he might not even be training that one, he does not even have idea on that one, he have another way of doing things. So we have many of such structures in Nigeria, littered everywhere, but not put to use, because there is lack of permanency. In every security structure, the same problem we are having in the military. You must have a permanent structure, and that permanent structure might not necessarily be uniform people.
He also identified inadequate funding, among others, as reasons why the facility has not been used.
Who takes responsibility for the repair? Who even takes responsibility to make sure this thing is working? To be somebody duty to sure, to be checking that this thing that we spend a lot of money to put in place that is working and is being used the way it's supposed to be used. Now, that system is not a standalone system. It could be a combination of systems. You could be giving you information. There are systems that will give information. It could be cameras. It could be sensors. It could be satellite. It could even be human agents out there bringing information, showing you some picture. You are doing the analysis there and passing the information to some other authority who gives the final order. Are those other parameters there in place? Are they functioning?
On the issue of sea piracy in River State, the retired naval officer said the solution goes beyond just providing gunboats.
There are basic things that you must do. One is surveillance. You must be able to see beyond your eyes. Then when you detect, somebody will analyze, and then you must have the capacity to reach where the crime is taking place, to be able to stop. Then you now take further actions to ensure either destruction and deterrence. So the issue of deterrence, a lot of things goes in. When you arrest, you can arrest, and there are some you will destroy. Then when you arrest, you now come to issue of prosecution. You must be able to prosecute conclusively so that other criminal elements will see that there is consequence for the wrong they are doing. All these things are interwoven. How many boats do you require? You have to provide those boats.
Now, an indigene of Omu Favor family in Omwali Igbo 4 in Igbo community, Ikoyi local government area of River State, is accusing Collins Inyekpenim of conniving with some people to encroach on his father's land. Speaking in an interview, Mr. Precious said the alleged land grabbers are carrying out their action in violation of court orders.
I'm here to call on the attention of our governor, Commissioner of Police, and Igruta Police Division again on a land case of land grabbing happening in my fatherland. One Mr. Collins Nyepenim brought them to our fatherland since 25th of September this year, and we have reported this matter almost everywhere, and they are with armed bad boys, and some of the bad boys are impersonating Nigerian Army and Nigerian Police, and they are with guns. And that matter already is in court, and the court have given order for them not to go in court. They have violated the order of the court, still bulldozing everywhere, still working to date.
He called on members of the public not to do business with any of those selling the property.
Now it came to our notice that an estate billboard was at the entrance of the land. So I want to inform all the estates purchasing land from those land grabbers to stop. So my advice to you Nigerians that will rush to go and buy, please just bear it in mind that anything you buy there is gone. Even your land and your money will be lost. Please, nobody should go there. Please, the land is situated behind airports, international airports at Ipu.
Reacting to the allegation, Mr. Collins Nyepenim said the land in question belonged to his father but was forcefully taken. Mr. Collins said the court has already ordered him to take possession of the land. We'll go for another commercial break, but still to come, senators pass a vote of confidence on Senate President after impeachment scare. To stay tuned.
Special announcement. The Echi Ethnic Supreme Council
Welcome back now to the newscast. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention has recorded a total of 14,237 cases of cholera across 35 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The Director General of the NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, who made this known at the press briefing in Abuja today, said the disease has killed 378 people so far. Dr. Idris said cholera remains a serious public health issue, particularly in areas with inadequate water, sanitation and hygiene systems. Now, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has fixed November the 8th, 2025 for the Anambra State governorship election. INEC National Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu made this known while addressing representatives of political parties at the INEC headquarters in Abuja today. Senators have unanimously passed a vote of confidence on the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. The senators took the decision during plenary today after a former leader of the Senate, Yahya Abdullahi, drew the attention of his colleagues to a publication which claimed that northern senators were behind the impeachment plot against Senator Akpabio. He said such an allegation was a breach of his constitutional rights.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Look at the international scene. Israel is increasingly confident that it has killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza. Earlier, Israel said it was checking the possibility that it had killed Sinwar, but said it was not confirmed. Sinwar is believed to be a key figure in the planning and execution of the 7th October attack in Israel last year. Reports say DNA testing is being done on a body. Israel has Sinwar's records from when he was a prisoner in Israel from 1988 to 2011. A quick recap on the news this evening. You heard Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has charged judicial officers to remain resolute despite threats to their lives. Floods have displaced residents of Outer West community in Rivers State. Senators have passed vote of confidence on the Senate president after impeachment scare. On the foreign scene, Israel is confident that it killed Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza. The news was edited by Onyekachi Wosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Kalada Kurubatbo. Good evening, do stay tuned.